All right, welcome to the build.
Blog post from Tomaz Tunguz, a guy at VC I follow a fair bit. So while we were on the break, Meta announced that they were going to buy Manus, which is this Singapore-based kind of agent company, right? Apparently this deal may have already fallen over as a result of this Chinese government trying to, Communist Party trying to block it. Either way, it's an interesting price set. And one of the challenges around these kinds of like AI native startups is how to value them, because the valuation models are completely different. And basically this model is or this approach is an attempt to try and quantify the kinds of businesses up and down the stack just based on gross profit per token, which I've found interesting. And it gives you a sense of like where each like gross profit multiple per token throughput. So you can basically just say the kind of company that they are, the total tokens, and then the gross margin to get a native valuation out of it based on the category. So for example, Manus acquisition was, offer anyway, 2.5 billion. Just as a side note, I met the go-to-market manager of Manus at a conference last year. He'd just joined them from one of the crypto Binance, I think was where he went from. I'm like, what's it like? And he's like, oh, it's what did he say? It's like an extreme 699 startup where he's like 6 days a week, 9 to 9. And he's like, and it's the extreme version of that. I'm like, that sounds horrendous. He said it's just like, they were just like grinding the shit out of them. So basically it's like Manus disclosed 100 million in ARR, achieved within 8 months. It's incredible. Offer processing rate of 147 trillion tokens since they launched, which really gives you a sense of like throughput of some of these like agent companies, right?
Yeah, I did the math actually after reading this. I was like, yeah, that's however many $1 billion.
Yeah, so it's interesting. Yeah, so like monthly tokens would be, you would assume it couldn't be just divided by that, but if you take that as a rough estimate, it's like 16 trillion tokens a month at a valuation of 2.5 billion with gross margins of 50%. Now he's just got like rough estimates. This is back in the napkin stuff. So the gross profit per token multiple is about 50x. So that's like a consumer level agent startup is about 50x its gross margin plus the token throughput, which you could consider token throughput to be a rough estimate of share, so market share. I don't know. I thought it was a cool model. Whereas like Together, which is like an inference provider, they've got like it's like a monthly tokens is 60 trillion. Their valuation is 3.3 billion. So there's like 24x multiple. I don't know. It's interesting to see the market coming together on some of these things where there's like very vastly outweighted multiples. Now some of these are VC rounds, which are overvalued versus like actual acquisitions, which is more of I'm going to give you cash for this actual business. Yeah, I thought it was pretty interesting.
All right, welcome to the build.